Hi, aka Mommafriendly, and I do all sorts of videos on my channel, from cooking videos to planner videos, vlogs, hauls, homeschool videos with a Disney twist, a little bit of everything. So if any of that sounds like fun to you, I hope that you'll subscribe and join me on my YouTube adventure. Today's video is a collab. It is a monthly series hosted by my friend Melissa at I'm Merely Melissa. I'm gonna have Melissa's channel linked in the description box, along with a link to the playlist for this month so you can see what all of my friends put together as well. Now this collab is called Clutter Free in 2023. Now if you've been following me on Instagram or even in my daily vlogs on this channel, you'd have seen that since November 27th, 2022, I've been embarking on my own sort of decluttering journey. Completely by happenstance, I realized on November 27th that if I started counting that day, there were 400 days between then and the end of 2023. So I thought to myself, if I commit to throw out one thing a day, starting now, November 27th of 2022, then I will have gotten rid of at least 400 things by 2024. And so the hashtag 400 by 2024 was born. There's a few people already in on the challenge where they're just posting every day what they've gotten rid of, and I could be better about posting it on Instagram. I'm better about posting it in my daily vlogs, but regardless, I would love for you to join us. So when Melissa told me that she came up with this series idea for YouTube, I thought this is perfect. I can put together a compilation and show you guys what I'm throwing out every day, so that I'm giving you guys a month-to-month check-in, not only so you can see what all I'm getting out of my house in 2023, but also kind of to help hold me accountable. So with that being said, let me show you what I got rid of in this past month. Hey pals, so it is May. May has 31 days in it, famously, and I would very much like to continue the streak that I've been on for months now of getting rid of at least one item a day. I considered continuing in here. In the last 2 months, I've exclusively been throwing things out from my son's homeschool/therapy area, and I definitely still have more to get rid of in here, but I don't quite think I'm going to reach 31 things. And I also think that because I'm going room by room, it's a little impractical to do like one item a day, literally. So I think that for this month, what I'm gonna do is tackle different rooms, right, as I'm able to, as the opportunity arises, and whatever all I get rid of in any given room, I will show you. And with any luck, I will get rid of at least 31 things to represent the 31 days in May. So let's jump right into it. So I've done a little bit of tidying up, actually just on the therapy room table. I haven't even really touched the shelves today, and there's quite a few things that I'm getting rid of. None of this will be donated. This is actually all stuff that's going to be thrown out. So first off, I've got a box with one flashcard in it. I'll count that as one. One laminated worksheet. Two remnants of my previous ring light. I'll count this as 3. We've got more of these dry erase strips. I thought I'd gotten rid of all of them, but there were some left over, so there's 4. 5, puzzle piece, random puzzle piece, and 6, another random puzzle piece. Both of those are trash. 7 and 8 shall be these dirty, dusty erasers that have definitely seen better days. 9, an Easter egg that still has candy in it. Trash. A dry erase marker, that'll be number 10. I'm making some pretty good progress today. Some bits of beeswax that we use to mold as a sensory tool, but these have been open for a while, and even though they're still perfectly usable, I'm just gonna go ahead and toss them. So we'll call this 11. Hope I haven't lost count yet, I might have. We'll count these as just one item. It's a bunch of little sensory balls, and they're covered in hair, looks like. 12. 13, another little handy dandy sensory tool. The little metal bits on these make them very, very popular for putting in my son's mouth, which is not good. So we will call that unlucky number 13. And that's it for the day. A third of the way in just one like 20-minute cleaning session. Not bad. The time has come, friends. I've been putting off picking up my little desk cart situation for weeks because it just seems like such a never-ending daunting task. This is probably the most cluttered spot in the entire house. But today's the day. I'm getting stuff tossed, I'm organizing things. This has got to stop. Okay, kiddo's blasting his music, but I wanted to show you guys the progress. I emptied everything out. Down there, I have like my external hard drive, one of them, surge protector. I've got an old laptop and its charger. That the only reason I'm keeping it is because it's the only computer in the whole house that has a CD drive. I've got an old camcorder and an old Polaroid camera, both of which still work, but I'm not going to reach for them anytime soon. So that's all down there. I have to organize a bunch of papers and stuff now that are going to end up here. And this is all the stuff I'm throwing out. So yeah, pretty good anti-haul, I think. I'm pretty sure at last count, 13 things of my 31 item goal for May were already gone. So this is going to bring our total to 14. This is my old silhouette mat. I don't know why I was keeping it. 15. A piece of an armrest from an old office chair. I don't know, it's clutter, right? It doesn't have to make sense, I guess. 16, I've thrown out, I think, this is definitely at least the second, it might even be the third, one of these things that I've tossed just in the last few months. So this is number 16 for the month. Number 17, the back of an Erin Condren planner, which I no longer purchase anyway, so I'm never gonna use this. 18, the little felt bag from the the Sony grip of my Sony ZV-1. I never put it away. I'm always using it. So, was that 17? I forget what I'm by. Oh no. I think that was 17. So we'll call this one 18. Number 18 is the lens, or not lens, but like light filters basically. Did I say this was 18? I keep forgetting. 13, 14, 15, 16. This is 17, I think. If I'm off by a few, it's fine. I know I've thrown out extra things. 17 then. The filters for the ring light that I threw out recently because it died. So I'll post that video up here because I actually caught it dying on camera. I'm obviously not going to use this, so that's out. Number 18, I genuinely don't even know what this is, but it's a big piece of plastic that I think came from my desk. 19, a box from a Planet Box lunchbox that I got my son a few months ago, and I was keeping it just because it's a really good box. I know I'm not alone in like judging boxes and saying, oh, I need to keep this, this is a great box. But it's small and it's just taking up room anyway, so what's that, 19? I'll put the count at the bottom, guys. I've lost count. Here's another thing. This, I want to say, is a travel bag, either for a ring light or a tripod. I have way too many tripods. You guys might know if you've been around my channel for a minute that I used to be a professional photographer and now I'm a vlogger. So I have probably half a dozen tripods of varying sizes and quality, etc. all over the house, but I don't travel with them anymore. So that's gone. I have a box from my son's wireless keyboard. He's had this already for 2 years. I doubt very much at this point I'm going to return it. So the box can go. And the last thing, I don't even think this fits in the bag. This is a piece of my desk because it's meant to like pop out like that, and you can like stick papers in here and then pop it back in. But when we moved, I realized I'd rather use that space as like a bookshelf, an open bookshelf, than be limited by this. So I pulled it out and I've kept it for 1.5 years for absolutely no reason. I guess in case I changed my mind, but at this rate I don't think that's gonna happen. So that's everything that I'm throwing out today. The desk cart is now clean. I've just got to put things back on it in an organized fashion. And this is the total amount of items as of right now that I've thrown out or decluttered in May. So I've been cleaning out my pantry, throwing out expired things, reorganizing it, etc. for about a week now. I'm at the end. I'm just doing the floor, which is where we keep the really big things like the huge bottles of cooking oil, the huge bottles of vinegar, etc. And there's 7 items left for the month of May. So obviously I haven't been counting all of the expired food, etc. towards the total, but I am going to count these. I've got this big old plastic container. It has no lid. The lids on these are very flimsy and they keep breaking, which is why I've transferred everything basically to glass. But for some reason I still have the container itself. So I'm going to get rid of this. And I just got rid of one of these. And for some reason I had another one in my pantry. So I'm going to see if my mom wants this one too, because she took the last one. But that brings our total to 26 items for the month. So we've only got 5 left to make our goal of 31 items for the 31 days of May. All right, friends, there are 5 items left for May, and I thought that this would be a great place to finish off the month. This is my son's physical therapy closet. It's the closet inside his therapy room. So there's a lot of therapy materials in here, period, but mostly physical therapy things. I don't think there's too much I can get rid of as far as that's concerned, but this is pretty disorganized, so I think I'll take advantage, kind of zhuzh it up a little bit, and if I happen to find 5 things that I can throw away, donate, just otherwise declutter, I'm gonna go ahead and do that so that we can call May done. So first things first, we have our big box of Geo puzzles here. You'd have seen me unbox this in this year's curriculum video, which I'll post up here in the corner, but we've already gone through all of these puzzles. We've gone through all of these countries in our curriculum, and so it's just taking up space. We're very unlikely to do these puzzles again, so I'm gonna go ahead and donate these. Since I did that last donation with the Veterans Association, they've been texting me nonstop. Every time somebody in the zip code, I guess, has a pickup scheduled, they let me know, hey, we're gonna be in your neighborhood soon. Any chance you want us to swing by? And on the one hand, it's a little bit but on the other hand, it is pretty motivating because it does make me want to put together another pickup, drop off, whatever for them. So that's going to be number 1 for that. We have the loom as well. This is another thing that we've already used in our curriculum this year and that you would have seen me unbox in that curriculum video. My mom actually told me that when I was done with this, that she wanted it for herself. She's very into crochet and knitting and all those types of crafts. So this will be for my mom. She can have that. Just 3 items to go. We have another 2 of those KiwiCo boxes that I talked about in the last decluttering video. Basically, they are die-cut wooden projects for you to put together, but they're meant for kids 14 and up. And it's just too complicated to keep my son's attention for long. It's really hard to keep him engaged with something that he feels is over his head, which I completely understand, right? Like, that's relatable. So we've got 2 here. I'm gonna go ahead and count them as 3 and 4. And we're gonna donate those as well. Older kids do tend to be forgotten a little bit when it comes to donations, because you think of toys, you think of like little kid things, but teenagers are hard enough to shop for. And when you donate things, unfortunately, it tends to be an afterthought. So I'm not saying this is going to be the most exciting thing that a teenager could receive, but it's something to entertain you, something to keep your mind off of stuff. So I think it's going to be welcome. I'm going to go ahead and donate this as well, just because I feel like we've already gotten all the use that we're going to get out of it. This is a Social Studies Cultures Around the World Center. Again, another thing that I got for our curriculum this year, but we've already used it to the extent that we're going to, and it's pretty much brand new. So I'm going to see if my son's therapy center can use it. Unlikely, because I don't think this is really the sort of thing that they teach there. So likelier it's going to end up in the donate pile for the veterans. But that is item number 5 of the day, which means it's item 31 of the month. And with that, we managed to declutter 1 item a day, every day in May. We're still on track. We're almost halfway through the year, and we're well on our way to 400 items out of our house by 2024. Alright guys, there you have it. That's what I've decluttered in this last month. Was there anything you saw that was a little bit surprising maybe? Can you relate to having all these random things just thrown about your house that maybe you don't need? And are you maybe on a decluttering mission of your own this year? Tell me about it in the comments, and I'd love for you to join the hashtag 400 by 2024 because I'd love to see what random things people are finding around their houses and giving the old heave-ho. Before you go, make sure to check out Melissa's channel in the description box and also that playlist so you can see what all my friends decluttered this month as well. And as always, I want to thank you all so much for being here and watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I hope that you'll please give it a big thumbs up. I'd also love it if you'd subscribe and click that notification bell because I post at least 3 times a week and I wouldn't want you to miss a minute. Thanks so much again for watching. Bye!